Hello, my name. Sorry, otter in me throat. Alright, I'm Ethics the Sea Lion, and seeing as Grim missed out on getting interviewed by Sargon, I'm gonna do it. So, Grim, how did you get into Gamergate then, geezer?
Well, it's a very good question, Mr. Lion. I guess I've been fighting the Gamergate battle for a few years longer than everybody else. Really, to me, it's just a kind of extension of the battles that have been fought in atheism and tabletop gaming and comics and you name it. Really, it's all part of the same whole mess of censorious stupidity, all motivated for what you would think would be the best reasons, but it's having such an enormous negative effect on everything. So, to me, Gamergate's just carrying on with the same battle in a new arena, and hoping that the people there will help fight back against everything else. Yeah, I feel like a ancient, crumbly old war veteran joining in the new battle. Don't like it up on Mr. Mannering.
Yeah, mate, great fucking job using a reference nobody under the age of 40 will fucking get, and nobody outside of Britain will get, you twat, you twonk. Right then, so why do you think gamers have fought back in a way that them other wankers haven't?
Well, there's lots of arguments about it, but and the value of it. But I think that the big difference is that gamers don't give a tinker's cuss for PR. In all these other areas, especially including tabletop gaming, people are very sensitive about accusations. So nobody wants to be called a racist. Nobody wants to be called a sexist, even if they know they're not. These accusations carry weight and impact and all that jazz. But gamers don't seem to give a fuck about it, at least not anymore, and whole swathes of them never did. I think that's why Chan culture and Anon culture were so important, because it frees you up from having to care about your reputation. I mean, some of us idiots have come out publicly, and whether that's a good idea or not, I guess that depends. But one thing it has enabled people to do is to get this groundswell of support and fight back without worrying or even having to worry so much about the backlash. These people aren't racist, they aren't sexist, and it's rude, frankly, to call them that. They're sincere. They want gaming to be free. They want all expression to be free and open, and that's a fantastic thing. But yeah, they don't worry so much about their reputation in the same way that these other groups did. I mean, you look at atheism. Atheists tend to be quite left-wing, progressive people, not unlike gamers. But there's a clash between people who are atheists because there's a clash between people who are atheists because they're skeptical of everything, and people who are atheists because it was political. They presumed that because atheists were, generally speaking, for abortion, against religion imposing itself on public life, that they would necessarily side with the other people. And that's not actually the case, because a skeptic is a skeptic to everything. And if you want to be a skeptic to religion, but you're unwilling to apply skepticism to your ideology, then there's going to be a clash. And that's basically what happened with Atheism Plus. Tabletop gaming, similarly, everyone was very, very sensitive about accusations after the whole satanic panic thing in the 80s. So, they bend over backwards to accommodate. And gamers don't give a fuck, and that's good in a lot of ways, and bad in a few others.
Did you enjoy the meetup? Do you think they're good things to do? What do you reckon? You have a good time here, eh? Eh?
Yeah, I think they're a good thing. I think they're a good time. I'm not much of a drinker, and not a particularly good socializer, but nor was anyone else there. So that was pretty good. It's one place you can go and meet up where you know that staring into your phone's not going to be seen as rude. So and there are plenty of people hiding off in corners and stuff, and more power to them. It was good. I don't see that as a bad thing. I mean, a lot of us have social issues, so coming out was a real empowering thing for a lot of people. For myself, I've been coming out of a really horrible period of depression. That's why I missed the last meetup in London. So, being able to go all the way up to Birmingham, organise a hotel, sort out the trains, get there and back, find the venue, sit around with a bunch of strangers and talk about some fairly heavy crap and then make jokes and have to endure seeing a grown man in a French maid outfit. Ugh. But otherwise, it's good. It's great. It's a real boost to you can feel ground down, and support online is one thing, but meeting people in the flesh, shaking hands, talking to people, seeing and feeling that you're not alone is really worthwhile. Yeah. So I think people should do them. I think more people should do them. I think if you can get to a meet, then you should. Yeah, they're great. I had a good time. I think, as far as I'm able to tell what a good time is anymore.
Wait, what? That was a bloke in the French maid outfit? Fucking hell, I nearly shagged him. What about that Neef though, That Zomneef, she's a bit alright.
Well, yes, but I don't think that kind of catcalling and frankly transphobic behaviour is something to be encouraged. Besides, I think you're overlooking Sabrina.
Yeah, mate, but she's a fucking ginog. You don't want to touch her, get ya? Anyway, right, some people have been criticising the meetup in Birmingham, because, right, you're all whiteys. You're a bunch of crackers. You got anything to say about that and about eating at Five Guys? Huh? The people want to know.
Well, look, Britain is, what is it, something over 87% white, so you're not going to expect that many non-whiteys there, and there were plenty. That photo that's going around, maybe there's 100 of us in there, I don't know. But there were definitely quite a few ethnics around there. I don't see that it matters particularly anyway. But considering that, this is Britain, which is much more racially homogenous than a lot of other places, like I said, 87+% white, and I think that's people complaining about that is down to a very, very parochial American mindset and not reflective of the reality in other countries. I mean, we had people from England, Scotland, Ireland, Wales, I think. We had people of all kinds of ethnicities. We had people from Eastern Europe. We had people from France, people from Germany, people from all over. I mean, in that photo that's going around, you can't see me that well because I'm right at the back, and so we're a bunch of the ethnic minorities that people are so concerned about. For a movement that has been demonised as being racist, sexist, whatever, in a majority white country, I think that's a pretty good showing, and I don't think we care so much what these people think. But personally, I find it, like I said, it's down to their parochial American mindset. They think everywhere is like America, and it just isn't. Would they be making the same complaint if we'd had a meet up in Poland or something? Because you probably wouldn't see a single dark face. To give you some kind of perspective, right? I live in the British countryside, back where I used to live, and for the first 12 years of my life living in rural England, I never saw a black person that wasn't on TV. That's how different it is here. Less so these days. We've got a lot more population mixing, especially in the big cities. But Britain is much more racially homogenous than the States. Travel more, you guys. Get out, see the world. I have. Enjoy it, see new stuff. And as to Five Guys, well, where else where else are we going to eat? It's a meme at this point. It's nothing to do with literally who really anymore. It's a joke. It's a meme. It's an image of solidarity. It's us making fun of them. It's no longer anything to do with this specific person. It's us making fun of the whole anti-Gamergate crowd. So, yeah.
Well, I think that just about wraps that up. Just one final question to close on. You spend a lot of time arguing with wankers on Twitter. What's that like for you?
Well, it's sort of